Hello, Mega Dimitri here, back for another Face Day Night video. It's been a freaking while. Like, am I recording? I don't know, it's been a while, so I'm not very confident that I was recording or not. Anyways, so last time, well, we were brainstorming and also we had the bit, the boing 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 thing happening last time. To be fair, I really don't know why I record them. I don't really need them to. Well, sometimes you do, but. And now I've gone too deep into this that I don't think I could stop now. Though probably when we reach Halaraxia, I probably won't record those scenes because they're not really necessary to the story and stuff. So, though I did it in Suihime though, and not in Kazunatoya for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, so now we're on the Blue Works. Search 16, Chapter Eden. I turned off the lights in my house. It's 4 in the morning. Dawn, so a few hours ago we leave the Emiya household. Everything's arranged already. There's nothing to talk about now. We just need to go about and fulfill our roles. There's no guarantee that we'll come back alive. No, that has been the case all along, but there's less of a guarantee this time. That's why I'm carefully turning off all the lights. Huh? There's someone standing in the yard. The golden-haired girl just standing there looking up at the night sky. Hey, what are you doing, Saber? She's looking at the stars to predict the future, I think. I remember she said something about that in the first route, at least near the end of the first route. Oh, maybe not? Maybe she's just watching. I was watching the sky in this house. And I still remember the voice. Nice. Her reply is gentle. She's looking at the house and with an expression different from the first time I met her. In my mind, so that I will remember them forever. It is the voice of one prepared not to return. I see. Yeah, please remember it if you can. Though shit, the possibility of her remembering is like pretty high, so you know. I made a clumsy wish from the porch. Yes, and I have a favor to ask you as well. I'll protect you two, so please come back to this house together. Yeah, we'll come back here no matter what. You know, I don't remember the scene from the anime, though they probably skipped it for time's sake, but this seems very nice. That's all I can manage to say. We're going to destroy the Holy Grail at the same time. Certain Seer will be returned to her original place. Even if I want her to stay here, and even if Seer is attached to this house, as long as she is certain that she cannot go against the law. Ren, ruining the moment between the master and servant, at least temporary master and servant. Hey, what are you doing? We don't have time, so hurry up! A voice urges us from the entrance. Yosuke must be waiting at the gate, ready to go. Shirou. Yeah, let's go sell this once and for all. I turn off the last light and leave the house for Saber. A quiet night. The illusion of the girls staring up at the stars is still lingering in the yard. You know, if I remember, this has like 2 endings. There's the good and the true ending. Like, I don't think I will have time to, in this part, to do the true end. No, the good ending. Because I've not been focusing to do a good ending. The plan goes like this. Sarah will head to the root tower from the front, while Tuska and I sneak in from the back. Sarah will enter before us, so that she can get Gilgamesh's attention. We'll use the opening to sneak in, quickly destroy the Holy Grail, and go help Saber. I'll keep Gilgamesh at bay by projecting his no phantasms, allowing Saber to finish him off. That is the only plan we have. It is a path that you'll barely call a road. Tetsuko must have researched it beforehand, as she goes up without hesitation. At night, the mountain is dark and ominous. It's natural for the scared mountain to reject people. Well, that doesn't really make sense, but I understand where you're coming from, because it's really a temple. The dark mountain is threatening, but it can embodiment of the pure gods at the same time. You know, I never even consider mountains to be threatening, or the night. The only reason I'm afraid of the dark, because I'm afraid snakes will attack me during that time. But that's kind of it, really. It's more like the darkness itself is not really terrifying to me. Though that's just me. That has always been the case. But
this
isn't normal. It smells so bloody that I feel sick.
Let's go stairs up at the summit where Rude Temple is. Smelling bloody is just a phrase Tetsuko used. In what way? Well, what is she trying to say when you say phrase? There is no smell of blood coming from the mountain. It just feels strange. The air is damp and it sticks to the skin like a membrane. This place is softest of a life source, so strong that I can't tell if the breathing I can hear is mine or the mountains. Well, that's creepy. I feel like I'm climbing up a big living organ rather than a mountain.
今更だけど、シロ、体の調子はどう?
I know it's late to ask, but how do you feel, Shirou?
Then Tetsuko suddenly asked me a question. The sex or the... She's talking about the sex or the... what is it? The magic. Huh? I feel fine, but really not. To be honest, it's beyond my control. I honestly tell her, I can easily project dozens of weapons with this amount of magical energy, but it's like having a jet engine inside a worn toward plane, so the fuel might leak out and explode if I let my guard down.
贅沢な悩みね、それ。けど、ちゃんと成功してよかった。初めてだったから心配だったのよ。
Wow, that's a luxurious worry. But it did succeed, huh? I was worried since it was the first time. And my first time, you dick.
When should they say first time? It's like so funny. My face burns out the inside, I recall it. Hold on, please don't talk about it right now.
I know, I feel the same way. I'm talking about something else.
シローに分ける魔力とセイバーに取られてる魔力のバランス。二人分の掛け持ちなんだから、セイバーの出力が落ちてるのはわかるでしょ?
I'm talking about the balance of magical energy I'm giving to you and Saber. I'm sharing my magical energy between two people, so Saber's getting less energy now.
Oh, fuck. So it's kind of Shirou's fault?
そうか、そうだよな。じゃあセイバー、思うように戦えないのか?
Oh, I see. Then does that mean Sarah can't fight with all her power?
あのね、甘く見ないで。
Hey, don't take me so lightly.
そんな不手際はしないし、セイバーに比べたらシローに分ける魔力は小さいから、なんとかやっていけるわ。
I won't do such a clumsy thing. The magic energy I'm giving to you is small, so it's fine.
So she's nothing like Shirou. Noted.
ただ、無理は効かないの。今のセイバーは一回しか聖剣を使えない。
But we can't push it. Sarah can only use her sword once.
聖剣は一度しか使えない?
She can only use her sword once? Then we can't use the holy sword against Gilgamesh. So no fan has to be saved to destroy the Holy Grail.
じゃあ、 セイバーは切り札を封じたままでギルガメッシュの足止めをす
Then
るのか。
Saber has to keep Giligamesh busy without using her noble phantasm?
ええ。だから少しでも早く合流しないとまずいわ。
Yeah, so we have to help her as quickly as possible.
セイバーがギルガメッシュを止められないと判断した場合、聖剣を使うようには言ってある。
I told her that she could use the holy sword if she can't tell Gilgamesh by herself.
けど、そうしたらセイバーに後はないの。セイバーの聖剣でなければ聖杯は壊せない。
But that will be it for Saber. Only her holy sword can destroy the Holy Grail.
だからその時は
So,
My breathing stops. So that's like the last resort. In short, she will have to use her sword at the cost of her existence.
どうすか、それは。
Tosuko, that's...
仕方ないでしょ。これはセイバーが言い出したことなんだから。私が止めたって彼女は聖杯を
it
壊
can't
す。
be helped. It's what Saber said. She'll destroy the Holy Grail even if I stop her.
Tosuko murmurs as she looks away. How stupid of me. Must be hard for Tosuko as well. This doesn't want Sarah to disappear either. Then...
急ごう。ギルガメッシュにセイバーは渡
Let's
せない。
hurry. We won't give Saber to Gilgamesh.
当然よ。私のセイバーだもの。あんな奴に殺させないわ。
Of course not, she's mine. I won't let him kill her.
You know when you said not the... Though Gilgamesh will probably not kill her though. He'll do something else to her. We run. We know what we have to do. We have to stop the Holy Grail as fast as we can and go settle the match with Gilgamesh. Interlude. Saber's perspective? Yep. The mountain is rumbling. The sky is filled with dark clouds and the trees are rustling as shivering with fear. She watches it all at the entrance to the mountain gate. She understood that rude temple. The temple was poisoned the instant she approached it. The golden servant isn't the only one waiting on her at the top of the stairs. Something strange waiting for her. She takes a big breath. She cannot afford to make a mistake. If the mountain is a place of death, then she will draw all the risk to herself. She wants the other two to make it out alive. She cannot hold anything back. She can only use her holy sword twice. She understands that she will disappear the instant she activates the holy sword for the second time.
構わない。元より捨て身でなくてはかなわない相手だ。
I do not care. He is an enemy. I cannot match unless I risk my life.
The king of heroes, Gilgamesh. She cannot think anything else but to use the holy sword against that man, with 1,000 noble phantasms.
じゃあセイバー、30分経ったら始めて。
Go after 30 minutes, Saber.
She recalls Rin's words. If it's only one more minute until that point in time, she breathes out and sets her condition. Wind blows from the mountaintop. The instant trees shiver against evil wind, she starts just up the stone steps. She runs in a flash. Her attack must have been deflected the instant she stepped onto the stairs. The last turn should appear at the temple. She will get to him as quickly as possible so she can defeat him before she and Rin arrive. She cannot disobey her master's order. She starts off after waiting 30 minutes, just as Rin ordered. Even when she arrives at the time before Rin expects her to, she is not going against Rin's order. It's just that she will protect her master's life and go against Rin's expectation as a result. If the thing leaking out from the mountain is pollution, Saber is arranging wind that blows the pollution away. So cleansing it. It should not take her a minute to get to the top. So what is this? Not really a minute, it's just a few seconds? Just like a few minutes, honestly. She will be 5 minutes faster than what Rin is expecting. Just like it taking a minute to read this, so visual novels and the bending of reality. How long it actually really takes. She can end her fight against Gilgamesh in that time. She runs, enduring the mountain's chill. The show armor shoots up to the temple like a bullet. And when she finally reaches the mountain gate...
What?
Her feet which stood not to stop, come to an expert halt. I wonder what she saw. Sweats run down her forehead. She looks at the mountain gate in astonishment. Oh, well, that voice. Assassin, he has arrived in. I have been waiting for you. I am glad you made it in time, Saber. An elegant voice echoes through the night. There he is. Moonlight glints off the sword, longsword. I took off the compound word. On the stairs leading up to the mountain gate stands an enemy should not exist.
Assassin.
There is no elegance in Saber's voice. The enemy that should not be there, an obstacle that should not exist. She cannot be calm in the face of this surprises. I'm surprised you're actually here. Shouldn't you be advantaged because I don't know, you're like the servant of Caster's servant? What is wrong, Saber? Is that much of a surprise that I am here? You should know that I am the guard here. His pleased voice is calm and composed. The swordsman is acting casually even when the evil wind is swirling about.
なぜここにいるアサシン。あなたをキャスターが呼び出したサーバントだ。キャスターが消えた今、あなたがとどまっているはずがない。
I thought it was going to burp for a second. I guess it didn't go over.
Impossible. Why are you here, assassin? Caster summoned you. You cannot exist since Caster's gone.
That's what I said.
通常のサーバントならばそうであろう。だが、私はちと特殊でな。好みを縛っているのは人ではなく、この土地なのだ。
That should be the case for noble servants, but I am a bit special. It is not a person, but the land, this land that is binding me. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder if there's any other examples from Holy Grail Wars like that. That'd be interesting, you know?
お前たちがマスターと呼ぶよりしろ。私にとっては、それがこの三門ということになる。
Masters are the hosts which keep you in this world. It is this mountain, in my case.
土地がよりしろだと。
What? The land is the host.
Well, this like reminds me, like I think like I know it came out like a month ago, but or was it 2 months ago? I mean, it was like fake straight fake of Eddie Ku is like his master is like a freaking wolf. It's like ridiculous. Though the person who summoned him was like someone different, I guess.
いかに魔術師といえど、実体を持たぬサーバントにサーバントは維持できぬ。サーバントのよりしろはこの時代のものでなければならぬらしい。
Right. Servants ones without form cannot maintain other servants, even if their are magi. Well, that's interesting. A host from this age is needed to keep a servant in this world.
女狐は私を呼び出し、よりしろにこの土地を選んだ。
The fox summoned me and chose his land to be my host. Ah, so that's why you can't leave. That makes sense.
故に、私はこの三門にのみ出現するサーバント。召喚者であるキャスターが滅びたところで、この三門がある限り消えることはない。
Therefore, I am a servant that can only appear here. I will not disappear as long as the mountain exists, even if Caster, my summoner, dies.
もっとも、それも日雇いに過ぎんがな。
But that is only borrowed time.
女狐が私に与えた魔力はおよそ20日分。その限度がいつか、お前ならば見て取れよ。
The fox gave me about 20 days worth of magical energy. You should be able to tell what my limit is. Saying so, the swordsman raises his right hand. Inside his elegant kimono, his white arm is transparent like glass.
アサシン、あなたは。
Assassin, you.
So he's disappearing.
夜明けまで持たぬ身だ。
I will not last until dawn, as you can see.
20日の刻限などとうに過ぎている。 ここまで持ちこたえたことこそ行幸と言えよ。
The important time of 20 days is already over. It is just luck that kept me alive this long. She looks up at the swordsman in astonishment. Neither enmity or murder's intent is emitted from his sword. He just wishes for a fight. He's demanding a meaningless battle.
では私と戦うために残ったというのですか、アサシン。
Then you stayed just to fight against me, assassin?
So the fatal rematch will conclude once and for all. Because he didn't get a chance last round.
言わせるなセイバー。口にすればつまらぬ言葉になり下がる。
Don't let me say it, Saber. It'll just turn into meaningless words if I say it. He laughs. She can understand how he feels, but she does not have the right time right now. The other two will make it in time for the belt unless she hurries. No, in the worst case, they reach the temple to face Gilgamesh even before she does.
そこだけアサシン。あなたに門番を命じたキャスターは消えた。もはや門を守る意味などあるまい。
Move aside, assassin. The one that ordered you to protect this gate has died. There is no longer a reason to follow that command. Saber asks while she takes a step forward, but
いいな。もとより私に戦う意味などない。
I refuse. I had no reason to fight from the start. The son points his sword at Saber, saying that he'll start the fight if she comes any closer.
そう戦う意味などない。私には初めから何もないからな。英霊としての誇りも
No,
望むべき願
I
い
do not have a reason to fight. From the very beginning, I had nothing. I do not have a pride as a heroic spirit, and I do not have a wish I want granted. Then how were you selling as a servant? That makes no sense, honestly.
いやそもそも私が呼び出されたこと自体が間違いなのだ。
No, first of all, it was a mistake that I got summoned.
佐々木小次郎などでは
Because I am not Sasuke Kojiro. Sarah completely reaches this limit. Sasuke Kojiro, it should be the true identity of this servant. But San himself said he is a fake.
そう驚くことでもあるま
You
い。
should not be so surprised.
佐々木小次郎というものはな、もともと正体のない架空の剣士な。
Sasuke Kojiro was never more than a fictional swordsman without a true identity. The thing with Sasuke Kojiro is like so freaking vague that he could have existed, maybe, but it's more like up in the air. Like, did he or was he just fictitious? You know, so you have to always question these things. It could exist and he's just been exaggerated over time, like some other things, like King Arthur. Like he existed, at least a version of him existed, but that's it, a version of him. We're not sure how true the Arthurian legends are to it, so you know. But I digress.
実在したとされるが、記された記録はあまりに不鮮明。
It is said that he existed, but records on him are too vague.
ある剣豪の敵役として都合が良い過去を捏造された。
His past was falsely
記録
forged
だけで剣豪
as a convenient foe to the famed swordsman. Yes, Minamoto Musashi. That very grand, or is a girl, but that's not the Musashi of this timeline, as at least the Fate timeline, or as we like to call it, proper human history. So it's not that version that, no.
確かに佐々木小次郎という男はいただろう。物干し竿と呼ばれる長刀を持つ武芸者もいたはずだ。
I am sure a man named Sasuke Kojiro existed. I am also sure that there was a swordsman who used Mono Shizo. I probably mispronounced it, but well.
だが、それらは一個人のものではない。
But they are not the same person.
佐々木小次郎という剣士は引き立て役としてのみ作られた架空の武芸者で
A
ある。
swordsman named Sasuke Kojiro is a fictional character created to be the enemy's foil. If I remember correctly, I think there was like a Saber Sasuke Kojiro, though I think it's like a name. I think he has like no name in the and last part of was it? I forgot the singularity of it. But it's like he appears and he fights with Musashi. I think they kill each other, but it's like I think that could be his base form, at least was based on, maybe, who knows, at least a version of that existed. That'd be Fate usually like these things called like beast based, like this person is the base for, I don't know, Jekyll and Hyde or Frankenstein, you know, it's like stuff like that. They like doing that stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised there was a character like that. They do that.
架空の英霊
You
で
are
すがあなたは
a fictional heroic spirit.
そう佐々木小次郎だ佐々木小次郎というからそれを被るに最も適した剣士が私
Yes, I am
という
Sasuke
だけの
Kojo.
話だ
It means that I am the best suit for this role.
私に7度ない読み書きなど知らぬし名前を持つほど余裕のある人間ではなかった
I do not have a name. I do not know how to read or write, and I was not fortunate enough to be given one.
私はただ記録にある佐々木小次郎の秘見を披露できる
I am a
という
phantom
一点で呼び出さ
that
れ
was
た
some just because I could execute Sasuke Kojo's secret technique. I wonder how you came up upon that. Like, you probably existed before those legends like started, if that's the case.
偽りのサーバントであるこの身は長くは持たぬ。故に、キャスターも使い捨てとして扱った。
I am a false servant. I cannot last long. Caster treat me as a disposable servant because of that reason. Could only servants like summon, if they don't have a catalyst and they're just servants from the Age of God, can they only summon servants like you? I wonder.
そら、意味など初めからないだろう。
See, there's no meaning in this, right?
たとえここで偉業を成したところで、報酬はすべて佐々木小次郎に与えられる。
Even if I am to perform a great deed here,
無
all,
理ある私にとって
all the
あらゆる
reward
ことは無意味だ。
will go to Sasuke Kojo. Bless me, I guess. I don't know. I will get nothing. As I am nothing, everything is meaningless.
この身は自分すら定かではない。佐々木小次郎という役柄を演じるだけの
I am not even clear about
使い捨ての
myself.
剣士に過ぎ
I am only a disposable swordsman that acts out the role of Sasuke Kojo. It'd be funny if if there's like a secret paper that actually confirms Sasuke Kojo to be real. Like, isn't that vague? Well, Fate just create a new character. That'd be funny if that was the case. This longsword wavers. The finished sword is created by a fictional story that blocks her way to fulfill his role.
だが
But
その私にも唯一意味があるとすれば
if there is a meaning to me, it is now.
無名のまま死んでいった
If there is a
私
wish for me, who
もし
died
望みが
nameless. He must have dreamed of a match with a superior swordsman who he could not have been allowed to witness as a nameless swordsman.
朝日
Assassin.
She raised her sword. She cannot convince her enemy. The only way she can answer the swordsman who prepared for his death is to fight him.
では始めよう
Then let us start.
何
My life will end no matter what.
その際
There can no be
そなたで迎えられるの
there
であれば
can, there,
これ以上
there
の
can
幕
be
は
no
甘い
better end than to die at your hand. His long sword moves. Sarah repels the strike like moonlight. His long sword wavers. She cannot match Gilgamesh if she uses her powers up here, but she cannot afford to hold back. No, she does not know if she can win if she uses all her powers. His longsword gets more fierce with each blow. A fictional swordsman, a swordsman who can match a heroic spirit without no phantasm. She must sell her match with him right here and now. The mountaintop is near. We reached the back of the town as we climbed up this mountain. I think there's a big lake here.
見えた。あともう少し。
I see it. We're almost there.
Tezuka pushes her way through the branches and runs up the hill. I keep as soon as I fall behind Tezuka, so it greets us the instant we make our way hill onto the level ground. Wow, Shinji? Remember, he turned into a fucking monster if I remember correctly.
なんだこれは。
What is this? A lone meat is swinging around. The thing in the middle of the lake spews out black blood and shakes out it wanting for help. That's not really black blood, it looks more like red blood. How big is that thing? It is big as an island. The pile of flesh is slowly expanding. The clear water is now dirty and sticky like coal tar. How big is this lake, honestly? Is it like really big? Like the biggest lake in Japan?
嘘だろ。あれが聖杯だっていう
No
のか。
way, is that the Holy Grail? Is that what happens when the Holy Grail doesn't really have a concrete form? I avert my gaze, unable to stare directly at it. The air on the mountain is that thing's breath. The infinite magical energy flowing is making the lump of meat explode, and the black blood is polluting the lake. The blood isn't just colorless energy. The black thing is a visible curse. Just looking at the black blood gives me chills. The curse seeps into my brain, through my eyes, or me too. Die. And that is all.
聞いてないぞ。あんなのどうやって。
What the how can we stop such a thing? It isn't about 30 meters. The lake is shallow, and it's easy to walk in it. But it's suicide to go into that mud. Just looking at the curse is almost enough to knock unconscious. I'm sorry, like, I know I shouldn't be laughing, but it's like every time I see that now, you just remind me of something. Just remind me, it's like, oh yeah, someone did an edit over in like, like swimming in the lake. Actually, someone did an edit. I remember. And it was like one of the most funny shit ever. I'll weaken and sink into the mud if I walk up here into it.
あれ、破裂寸前よ。
That thing is about to explode.
元からああいう形なのかどうかは知らないけど、器があんまりにも小さすぎたんでしょうね。中のものを抑えきれず、器を壊して溢れ出ようとして
I
い
don't
る。
know if it was shaped like that from the start, and I bet the original vessel was too small. It can't contain that thing in it. It's about to break the vessel.
器を壊すって。
Break the vessel, you mean?
神事が聖杯になってるなら、神事を壊すってことでしょうね。ほら、見える？あの山の奥。なんか人型らし
If
きものがあ
Shinji
る。
is the Holy Grail,
白なら確認できる
it
と
will
思うんだ
mean
けど。
he'll be destroyed. Can you see it? There's something that's shaped like a human in it, right? I think you'll be able to see it.
Huh? Oh, you can see it? I look where Tezuka's looking. With an expanded pile of flesh, I start to see something shaped like a human. Me stuck onto the flesh. Oh yeah, I can't see the CG because this is not Ranula. You can't. His clothes must have been torn off, leaving him naked, as well against his skin, and the blood vessels writhe like centipedes connected him to the meat. Looks bizarre as if grapevines took form.
シンジ。顔は見えないけど。あの背格好
Shinji,
は
I
間
can't
違い
see
ない
his face, but I'm sure that's his face. Was there a CG that showed a picture of Shinji there? Or was something else? Or was it a different CG that does have the lump of meat though? I don't know.
そう。
I may be confusing it.
で、生きてる。
I see. Is he alive? Please don't be alive. I don't want him to be alive.
I can't tell. He's not dead, but I'm not optimistic enough to say he's alive in that condition.
息はある。体だってまだ。
He's breathing. His body is... I can't even say that he has human limbs in a way.
やっぱりね。もともと今回の聖杯は人型だった。なら、人間っていう部品を利用して動かすってことでしょ。
I thought so. The Holy Grail this time is in human form. So it means an operator using a person, right?
I wonder why it became like this. No, I'm very confused about it, honestly.
神事は合わないからああなったみたいだけど、基本的に聖杯は 宿主に生きていてもらわないと作動しない。
I guess Shinji turned out that way because he's incompatible.
Ah, that's why.
But the Holy Grail won't function unless the host is alive.
けどあれは破裂寸前なんだろう。核になってい
But
る
that
真珠を
thing's
壊
about to
すって
explode. It's going to destroy Shinji, right?
それは仕方なくよ。そうなったら聖杯も何もない。ただ聖杯によって開けられた穴からあの得体の知れないものが溢れ
That's
てくるなんて。
because it can't be helped. The Holy Grail will not exist anymore if that happens. That strange thing will flow out from a gate. The Holy Grail opens.
だから逆に言えばまだ間に合うわ。
But we can still make it in time.
聖杯は起動しているけど願望機っていう本来の姿になってなければ壊れてもいない。
The Holy Grail has been activated. It is not in its true form, nor is it broken.
あの金ピカは穴だけを開けるって言ってたでしょ。
That Goldie just wants to open the gate.
あいつの目的は聖杯を起動させて器だけ壊すことなのよ。そうすれば
His objective is to activate the Holy Grail and to destroy the vessel. If he does that,
今みたいにあの得体の知れない泥が際限なく溢
The
れる
mysterious mud will flow out indefinitely, and all the curses will spear out. It's on time to think. We have to pull Shinji out of that thing, stop the Holy
そ
Grail.
うさかあの泥なんとかできるか。凍らせちまえば上を歩けそうだけど
Listen, can you do something about that mud? Looks like we can walk on it if we freeze it.
無理。ただの水ならいけるけどあれはもう呪いに加工された魔力なのよ。形になった魔術を凍らせるなんてそんなの氷結専門の術者で難しいわ。
that's impossible. I can do it if it's just water. But that thing is a curse made of magical energy. Even a magus specialized in freezing will have a hard time freezing magical energy that took physical form.
そうか
I see that. I guess I just pray and run through it. I'll cross the lake before I get cursed and bring back Shinji?
そのままで行く気？無理よ。あなたじゃいいとこ真ん中で飲み込まれるってば。
Hey you, are you going to go like that? It's impossible. It'll swallow you.
やってみなくちゃわからないだろう。もう時間がない。セイバーも今頃あいつと戦ってるはずだ。
You never know unless you try. We don't have time, Sarah will be fine right now. We can't hesitate here. We're going to remove the project to protect Tozuka.
これは驚いた。
Oh, looks who's here. This is surprising.
まさか三度もその不出来な顔を見るとはな。
I did not think I'll see your face for the third time, you lowlife. I laugh. He appears here, as if he knows of our plan.
ギルガメッシュ。嘘。なら誰と戦ってるのよ、セイバーは。
Gilgamesh? No way. And who is Sarah fighting?
Then Saber's find someone from what Tozuka is saying, but I can't tell who she's finding nor is she fearing. But this isn't time to be thinking about such things. The one before is the worst possible enemy. He's the strongest servant. The one of three of us has planned to beat together. If only Tozuka and I face him now.
セーバーは不在か。つまらん。それではただ殺すだけか。
Oh, Saber's not here. How dull. In that case, I guess I'll settle for killing just the two of you. Coldness, enemies from the sea of mud, and the man before me gives up murders intent. He already has no phantasms already behind him. I quite like this outfit compared to the other ones. No, I mean the other two. He has like the golden armor. I'm not really a big fan of it. I always like his hair down when it's like anytime. It looks so amazing. I'll be skewered the instant I carelessly take a step forward.
いや、それでは芸がないな。
No, that'll be too boring.
本来なら有無を言わせんが、今回は特別に許す。せっかくの客だ。そのせいにわずかばかりの猶予を
I normally do not allow such a thing, but I shall make an exception for you two. Just this once, you two are special guests. I shall give you two a brief grace period. Grace period? Action of his eye glare at the enemy. My energy circuit open. I managed to form 14 blueprints in my head. I'll reproduce his source once he clicks his fingers. I should be able to let Tetsuko escape.
なんだ言われなくてはわからんの
What do I have to tell you?
眉が帰るまでの数分そこでかかしになるがいいあれも見届ける者が俺だけでは寂しかろう
I'm telling you to stand there until the cocoon hatches. It'll be too lonesome if I were the only one to witness it.
この行く末を最後まで見届けるというのならそのせいにも意味がある
Seeing this through will give meaning to your lives. I can't listen to him. Our goal is to stop the Holy Grail. If we can still make it, we have to get Shinji back.
そうかよ
I see, sorry, but
あんたの言いなりになんてならない。今すぐあの日会に行ってあんたの聖杯を止めてや
I'll
る
do
わ。
as you say. I'm going there and sub your holy grail right away.
then Tetsuko glares at Giligamesh from behind me.
ほう
Oh. He grins. He smells like that. He's decided like when he decided to kill one in front of him.
待て父さんそれは
Oh, Tetsuko, that's
シローはここであいつを止めて。
Can you stop him here, Shirou?
無茶だって分かってるけどセイバーが来るまでなんとか持ちこたえて。信者私が責任を持って引っ張り出して
I know it's unreasonable, but please hold on until Sayer makes it here. I'm gonna pull Shinji out.
引っ張り出してくる
Pull Shinji out.
分かってるわよ。あんなんでもさくらの兄貴だし見殺しにはできないもの。それに助けられるのなら助けるのが
I know.
信条でしょ。
He's still Sakura's brother,
I said okay. That sounds weird there.
and I can't just let him die in front of me. And you believe in saying anyone that could be saved, right?
Tetsuko runs to the back of the light. If she's going to that mud. Wow, that is a face.
なんだその滑稽さは俺を笑い死にさせるつもりか貴様ら
How ridiculous! Are you trying to make me laugh and laughter? He laughs as if trying to look down Tetsuko's determination. But so funny.
なんだお前はおかしくないのか
Oh,
雑
it
種
is not comical for you, lowlife.
とんだ三流どもだあの呪いの中を進むだとサーバントですら耐えられぬ呪いの渦
Go through that
人
curse.
間風情が踏破できるとで
Do
も
you
思っ
think
たか
Do you think a mere human can go through what even a servant cannot bear?
私の底を甘く見ないで。この程度の呪いで染まるほど弱くないわ。
And don't take me too lightly. I am not so weak to be tainted by this
そ
curse.
れにね、私たちはあんたみたいに反霊体ってわけじゃない。
I'm not have to be
ちゃ
like
ん
you
と学び
guys.
のある人間なんだから、むざむざ飲み込まれてたまるもんか。
I'm fully human, so I won't let that curse drown me.
His eyes blush, but I'm sure Tetsuko will make it across. As she say, Tetsuko Ren isn't so weak to lose to that curse.
そうかならば好きにしろ
I see. Then do as you wish.
もっとも俺はそんな
But I will not allow such a thing.
トレス
Trace. The sword shoots forward. The sword flies in the air and appears Tetsuko's defense back.
オフ
Off. And is slashed by Kanshio. I breathed hard. I made even though I was prepared. This is the fastest projection I have ever done. Probably thanks to Toad's magic energy. With this, I might be able to.
貴様
You projected something in front of him. That is a great insult. Murray's rage fills his red eyes. The projection made him serious. The note fan behind his back increases in number.
シロ、
Shirou.
There's a good worried voice. I don't turn around but stare at the enemy with Kancho in hand.
父さん信じを頼む
Tetsuko, I'm leaving Shinji to you. That's all I have to
任せ
say.
て。すぐに連れ帰ってくる。
Alright, I'll bring him back right away.
I hear splashing sound. Tetsuko goes in, without any hesitation. And I protect her. I won't allow a single no pass to get past me.
お前の相手は俺だ父さんに手を出したかったら
I am your opponent.
まず俺を倒し
Beat
やが
me,
れ
you want to attack Tosaka. I take a step forward. This must have gone onto his nerves. The concern takes his eyes off Tozuka and looked at me.
あの小娘はのたれ死。
Huh, that girl would die anyway.
俺が手を下すのはあくまで慈悲だったの
It
だ。
was out of compassion that I tried to kill her. The old fan pointed at me. He let out a sharp merciful.
その前に貴様には思い知らせる必
But
要
it
がある。
seems I need to teach you a lesson before that.
薄汚い贋作者。
You miserable fraud.
その身をもって真偽の違いを知るがいい。
I shall teach you the difference between the fake and the real. He releases his treasure unsparingly. The long sword slashes through the darkness. Sarah is yet to be able to cross close on her enemy and that swings his long sword. Unable to dodge, she retreats. The distance between the two does not shrink. There's one link between Saber and the assassin, but Saber is unable to climb the few steps. She bites her lip. She cannot waste any time. She surpasses him in power. She can overpower him if she uses her magical energy, and her sword as a shield. Just one blow. She can overpower him if she will stand with one blow. It can be her arm or leg. She does not allow the wound to slow her. There will be no second attack. She can surely slash assassin. She receives his blow. But if the attack comes her neck, she cannot overpower him. All the Sura attacks are of that kind. They are meant to take her life. Her tree is only the defense against them. She cannot move forward because of the enemy's technique, and the geological advantage does not allow her to move to either side. She cannot move forward because of those reasons. She must reach the temple alive. The two fighting Gilgamesh even at this moment. They might die if she's late. No, it's the worst case. They are ready. She runs. She rages, yelling as if denying an ominous thought. The two weapons collide. For some reason, Assassin swings his sword, not at the charging saber, but at the swinging sword.
ほう、さすがはセイバーの剣。数回程度ならば耐えられると思う。
Impressive.
一撃で曲がる。
As expected from Saber's sword, I thought it would be able to take a few blows, but it was bent after just one. Sparks fly off, so it's like a bent sword right now. The sword trying to push each other away.
受けた。アサシンは私の剣を。
Assassin that blocked my sword. Sword is fragile. It's a good sword that can cut steel, but it's made by a human. It cannot be compared to her sword. That's not made by men. Her long sword will be polarized if he uses power to strike back the oncoming attack. That's why Assassin has parried the attacks and pushed back Sid by attacking her body instead of her sword until now. But Assassin blocked his attack. Assassin's sword cannot block Sid's attack no matter how strong he is. The long sword that blocks Sid is bent. Oh, so his sword is bent, okay. There's no way it is sharp as it was before.
勝てる。無傷でこの男に勝て
I
る
can beat him. Can I beat him without a scratch? Sarah asks herself while pushes back Assassin's long sword. That question becomes an opening. There's a reason why it doesn't block her sword. She's staying in a position before she realizes it. The positions are different. They are now standing on the same level. Before she realized Saber has forced to fight sideways. It's just like before. They're standing on the same plane. This is the position he needs to execute his secret technique. Assassin is able to execute his demonic attack here. Tsubame Gaishi. The three arching blades. Or swallow reversal. in the enemy from all the sides, allowing no chance for defense or evasion. A chill runs down her back.
アサシン
Assassin, you.
Shirou stops pushing. She can push him back. She can push us back to her strength and follow up with a finishing blow and run up to the mountain gate. But it'll be the same either way. The attack will come the instant she pushes him away. It will end once he executes his technique. It does not matter if she runs to him or she turns her back and runs up to the mountain. So she cannot push him. She can loosen up and match Assassin's push.
良いのか力を弱めて。これならば私の方からお
Are
前
you
を
sure you
弾
want
き
to
飛ば
relax
せる
like
な
that? I could push you back now. Assassin stares and is savoring satisfaction. There's no inhumane emotion there. The swordsman is just fascinated by her eyes, trying to find a way out of this hopeless situation.
このために自らの武器を傷つけたのかアサシン
This is why you damaged your own weapon.
無論拉致が開かぬのでな
Of
勝負を
course.
つけに来た
Of course, I want to put an end to this match.
これならば以前のお前に戻ろうと思ってな果たし合いの最中に後のことなど考えるな
I thought this would bring out Saber. I saw previously. Do you think what comes next? This battle. Meanwhile, we are still fighting. She gasps. Assassin's words are not to insult her, but the compound is burning. Sounds of sword clashing and breaking. It's a sound battle between Gilgamesh and Emiya Shirou.
どうやら縁も竹縄というところだなこんなところで門前払いを
It
受けている
seems
場合
the
ではないぞ
banquet is
セ
at
イバ
its peak. This is no time for you to be staying here.
アサシン
Assassin.
She puts some power into her arms. She has energy into her sword to push her enemy back, but she cannot do it. She will die once she do so. She will fall into a sense trap once she gets away from him. She grits her teeth in frustration. She puts much energy into her sword without a plan. Then
何を迷うお互いやるべきことは一つだ
why the hesitation? There is one thing for us to do. The swordsman's voice is clear.
アサシン
Assassin.
もとより我らは役割を果たすためだけに呼び出され
From the very beginning, we were only summoned to fulfill our roles.
私がこの門を
As I
守
protect
る
this
ように
gate,
お前にも守るものがある
you have something to protect as well.
ならば
Then there's nothing to think about.
それにな
Let's save.
セイバー時間がないのはお前に限
You're
っ
not
た
the
話
only
で
one
はない
who's in a hurry. There's no lie in those words. Those were the first and last true words for the swordsman that fulfills his role as a fictional character. That he would like them both for them to go all out to each other. The sword in front is telling her his only wish, his own compensation for being summoned in this world.
失礼をした確かにお互い時間は
I
ない
apologize for my impoliteness. We're saying do not have enough time.
She released no entering her sword. The merciless force pushes Assassin's back. His son's back 2 meters. Does not move. Through she's with Assassin's best range. Run up the mountain gate, nor does she charge at Assassin. She releases the seal. Showing her sword, Sarah confronts Assassin. There's no hesitation in her eyes. She'll use her powers if need be. Her eyes state that she'll use her strength to defeat the enemy in front of her. There's nothing to talk about now. Swordsman readies his sword.
いざ
Let's. He greets his greatest enemy with his strongest technique. She struggles through the sea of tainted meat. The lake isn't even a mere deep. Chunks of flesh carpet the bottom, so she sinks to her knees.
気持ち悪いにも程があるってのよ。
Jeez, this is too disgusting.
She grumbles as she breathes hard. Every step is burning a chill. She's treading on piles of insects. If she stops moving, then the taint of her skin begins to solidify and consume her.
Jeez, damn it.
She shakes it off with all her might and keeps going. It's almost impossible to keep waddling through the rottenness while she keeps her sanity. After all this, she shouldn't be scared of butchering a cattle at a slaughterhouse. Slaughter a cow will be simple now. So she's getting used to this work now. She's so tense that she'll stop moving once she stops treating this as work. But at least there's no mental damage this way. Yeah, sure, no mental damage, fucking sure. But she can endure it with all just willpower. Her temperature rises with each step. The mental of her legs attack her nerves. Instantly, even if she's flinging it off, the poison has already entered the system. Curse. The malice is already tangible, and it feels like a disease. One will get sick when touched by it. So will you be better then? And I'll be right back. I need to do something. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Anyways, curse the malice is tangible. Feels like a disease. One will be sick even when touched by it. It taints the nerve, takes away the energy, boils the brain, kills with one step. No person will stop moving after 2 steps or fall into a sea of decay. She does not know what will happen after that. She doesn't even want to consider whether she'll be suffocated or absorbed into the poisoned flesh. Her mind is too overcome with the heat to think about it. She braces her staggering feet and keeps moving forward. Bryn does not enter the pool of mud without a plan. She swallowed 2 jewels and using all the magic energy, she's safe to defend herself. If this curse is a crystallization of pure magical energy, she'll be able to repel it using strong magic energy of her own.
This is bad.
Her vision wavers. Her guess was right, but her scale was off. The swallowed jewels are good as paper shield against the curse. This isn't something a human can fight against. No human can ward off this curse. And here, one's belief is oneself is only to support their life.
Jumping into a sea of fire is colder than this.
But her jewel's protection, jumping into a sea of fire will be no problem. As soon she complains. She gets really angry, so sets her mind straight. It's not true. She cannot be complaining. She concentrates on the sound behind her. She can't see the 2 anymore. She knows if she removed the battleground away, or if he's just concerned. It seems the fight has gone to the compound.
Just a bit more. I'll finish this quickly, so...
She runs. It's only as fast as walking, but she frankly moves her feet. She pushes her way through the tainted meat. Her ragged breathing reaches out.
Got it.
She climbs up. She can feel the mountain of meat.
It feels better here.
She lays on the pulsating ground. She feels even nastier, but the meat violating her nerves goes away.
What could this be?
She puts a finger on the red ground. It's the same as a vagabond, but it has form. It's something that should not exist. Something that how the Holy Grail took using magical energy.
Servant is exactly like the servants.
Murray's in blessed amazement. You try to think about that coming, but stops herself. This isn't the time. There's only one good thing she can do right now.
Alright, I'm rest. I'm gonna find Shinji and get out of here.
She gets up and runs along the mountaintop of the meat. It's an island about 50 meters wide. Don't know how much that was, but she could not tell before, but this lumpy meat is intertwined. Just like it.
Found him.
Then Mother changes there, hidden among the flesh. Here the fight begins. Oh, they move off, huh? I repel the oncoming swords. There's over 10 no phantasm. Every one of them has been released to destroy me. I throw away this destroyed sword and prepare for the next attack. I catch my breath in an instant. I can project with ragged breath. I'll just be skewered if I don't have a weapon. This battle is not about against him. It is about against my body. I'll die when the speed of my precision of my go down. There's no time to rest. In response to voice, a straight sword points at me. The low note of fan is released at a fatal speed. Trace. Unable to affect my full impact, I fall to the ground. I quickly roll to the side and get up, steadying myself. What's wrong? What's wrong? Your quality's going down. You can't even call it a replica. If it will break in one blow. He laughs. He obviously is enjoying this. There's no way for me to defend myself. Releases all no fan behind him. But he releases them one by one, as if to test how much I can take. But what's keeping me alive right now? It's too hard to project a weapon after seeing it, even with Tosuka's backup. I can't imitate the shape. I can't construct the abilities inside of it, so it gets destroyed with one blow. What did he say that? He said I'm the only one who can beat him. But this is all I can do. I can't rush him if they're blocking the attack. 2, I can at least need 2 weapons. I have trouble trying to project one weapon, so it's impossible for me to project 2 at once. What? So you just talk figure? He must have liked seeing me roll around as he looks delighted. I catch my breath. It's fine as long as he's enjoying this. There's still a chance for me to win. Trace. On. I look within myself. A limited circuit. I may lay out the main blueprints as I can. I can see 17 old phantasms behind him. I read the structure and form prints and draw out the concept of correlation stack the composition material. Wow, he's fucking killing himself. I find blood. It's because I'm playing multiple blueprints inside the circuit. I usually has 1 or 2. My nerves are bruised since I start projection. My body's being destroyed from within. My throat tries to pump blood that's filling in my stomach. Possession experience sympathy complete. It's like a robot, I look quite like it. I swallow it and continue with the process. Kashio and Baka cannot block his own phantasms. Archer will be able with his techniques, but I don't have that much skill. So I'm waiting to block no phantasms. I need to offset with the exact same ones. I still have enough magical energy. There's enough supply from Tosuka. The circuit's channel is about to break. The end is near. When he gets serious, I have to protect the signal and him to stay alive. But my body would die if I protect that many. Roll out, bullet, clear. I have no understanding what he's trying to say, you know. I saved the overflowing images. The overflowing swords are the ones that will pierce me from within. Sure will be pierced from within the circuit cannot be controlled. Oh, you made a lot this time. 10, 15, 17. I see, you reproduce all the known phantoms you can see. What? Do not take me lightly. What
それ
sort
こ
of
そ手に取るようにわかる。
what sort of hero will I be if I could not see through a Magus? I can easily tell how many spells you're working on. His words are unexpected. The king of heroes possesses thousands of phantasms. You're out my match just by looking at me?
では採点だ。
Then let me grade them.
最もいかに成功であろうと一本
Well,
たりと
I
も
will
世に
not
は
allow
残さんが
any of them to stay in this world, no matter how good they may be. Gumi raises his hand. My reaction is delayed. His words caught my attention, creating a hopeless delay. 17 no phantasms are released. The king's treasures are a fraction of what charge is to tell me playtime is over.
敵隊と戦闘へ連続走者
Freeze out! A sword bullet is full open! What the fuck are you? A shonen protagonist? Well, that is a mess. My body wavers. Sword shooting forward from the sword's grave when they crash and shake their surroundings. I can't block all of them. Even though I project 17 no phantoms, I can only conform to one of them at a time. If I can create them in succession, I am no match for him, as he can release all of them at once.
ガラス細工にしてはよく持つがそれもあと数日かそうだ急いで曲げねば八つ咲きだぞ
You are holding well your fragile works, but you should not be able to last more than a few more blows. Come on, you need to hurry, or you will die. I hear him laughing behind the swords. 12 more no phantasms. But you sure are foolish. Yeah, that is true.
俺には勝ち得ないと考え聖杯だけでも取り外す判断は正しいお前では我には叶えるものない
You know you cannot beat me. So you try to regain the Holy Grail? That addition is correct. You are not even a match for me. My fingertips are burning, and my energy I emit and the heat from the crashing no burn my fingertips mercilessly. 10 more no phantasms. But even then, but then, why not just kill Shinji?
聖杯を止めたいのであれば人事を始末することこそが確実だ魔術師であるお前たちならばあの泥を越えずとも殺しようはあったろう
It is a sure way to stop the Holy Grail. I'm sure you two had a way to kill him without going across that line. You know why didn't they kill him? He fucking deserves it.
だというまだ救おうというその偽善
Such hypocrisy.
まさに雑種の具現よな
To save him as a spec for our low life. It's burning out. My circuit is going to be burning off. I don't have enough. I can't match this man with this small circuit. Damn, why? Why can't I block them? He said I could beat him, so what? I'm not even a match. Does that mean I'm making a mistake? Three with no phantasms. My body lasts until I block them. No, I should be thinking about the difference between my projectors and archers. Huh? I'll send it freeze at that instant. I don't need the heat to the 3 approaching blades. Sir is taking out a sword. A strange sword. My mind burns the instant I see it.
女を救うと言ったな小僧
You said you would save the girl, right? He laughs while the sword roars. I eliminate 3 remaining blueprints in my circuit. The contrary, I'm reading that sword. This is his sword. But
読めない
I can't read it. Yep. I was able to read every sword. But I can't even read that sword structure.
ならば見せてみろその贋作で 一体何が救えるのかを。
Then show me what you can say with your imitations. A storm of chaos. The wind emanating from his sword even blows away his own phantom as it comes at me. My mind is so blank. I can't come with any countermeasures, so I just release the remaining magic energy within me. Let's. And the swordsman readied his sword. The only stance for the man who does not have a stance. A failed technique that cuts his enemy by similarly executing blows from a different angle. She has experienced that move before. The previous one had an arc that surrounded his enemy. A vertical slash, that's why she was able to avoid it. It led up to this day. But the real technique has 3 slashes. A circular slash and a vertical slash. And probably a horizontal slash that cuts anyone that escapes sideways. There's nowhere to run if 3 attacks are executed all at once. Once in range, the other 2 attacks will cut you even if one is blocked. One can escape sideways, and a long sword will reach out even if one retreats. Technique Tsubami Gaishi. What, he's demonic? I thought it was just a normal technique. I guess it's a demonic technique, but why? A godly technique that even surpasses the servants. The ultimate technique perfected by an anomalous swordsman using all his life. The long sword trembles. His body moves in 1 step. The distance to attack saber. Person-like arcs are executed from a range that does not allow any defense. Shirou does not use her holy sword. She cannot use her Noah Phantasm at this range. No matter how fast Shirou may be, as Setsumi Gaishi is many times faster. Her neck will be cut into she puts magic energy into her sword. Therefore, her only weapon is pure technique. The blade begins to arc its arcs. She feels despair from its precision and speed. Such an attack, how much training was needed to get this far. And fear is the only thing in her mind. It cannot be blocked. This technique is thinking of carnage that challenged God with mere human skill. You say God, but I say Sparrow. You know. Is there a god of sparrows? Though if there was a god of sparrows, they'll be probably angry at us and Kojiro right now. Only God will be able to block it. She gulps. There is a flash of small grain of sand. She does not think about it, what is, nor is it correct. She risks everything as she has on her instinct. She charges at her victory with all her might. What did the fisher swordman think of that? Silver arm passes through the gap beside his arm. The opening between the swordsman's left arm and his waist. Silver must have figured out that the small opening is the blind spot of technique. Even though the technique still chips off her armor, Saber curls up and flies through the opening. And the exquisite skill that is only possible for her precognition, her great instinct. She was able to predict the Tsubami Gaishi since she experienced it once. But that is not the surprising part. It is her determination that kept her alive. She trusted her instinct and put all her power into the slight opening. She shook off the fear that she would be slashed and if she was even a moment late and charged into the small opening. Therefore, her determination to strength that defeated the demonic technique. But the match isn't over yet. Even Tsubami Gaishi was avoided, the enemy is right beside her, and she charged with speed quicker than the attack. It was not easy to recover her stance in such a charge. The long sword strikes. The attack is quick as even is not as quick as the demonic technique, but her attack is a bit quicker than his. Well, that's actually a great fighting pose. I'll probably like to have it. He closes his mouth. His chest is up tense so he will not fall down. Blood from his lungs and fills his mouth, but he swallows it so it will not spill out. The golden-haired girl is below him. The weight of the sword does not allow him to dirty her with his blood. Shirou does not say anything. Her golden hair flutters down to the ground. It is a wonder that her head is still attached. It is a miracle that her limbs are still attached. She felt her body would be slashed the instant she went into the opening. That was the only difference. The long sword. The swordsman technique would have stayed invincible if the long sword had not been bent. So that was his flaw, his mistake. He allowed that to happen. The air is shaking, and our bow is still going behind the mountain gate. Unsure what the Sacer looks up and dying swordsman that go. The swordsman tells her without looking at her how much pain was contained in that word. Sarah pulls her sword and runs up the stairs. She does not turn back to the swordsman. Runs to fulfill her role. Hello, I'm back. Oh no, like I keep getting interrupted. So let me see, I'm recording. Yes, I am recording again. Because I do not have a pause button. Anyways. I thought she was a beautiful bird, but turned out to be a lion. He murmurs as that was to be expected. She avoids something that even a sparrow cannot avoid, so she cannot be something that is admired.
女を見る目には自信があったのだが、どちらも修行不足ということか。
I was confident in my skills to see through women. I guess I need more training in that as well. I don't know, I think I have like 20 more minutes to record this, so that's enough time, you know. The swordsman complains with a shrug. His elegant clothing has lost its colors already. His stomach is pierced, and his bloodshot feet are vague. He looks down on them and sits. The branches shake. The wind coming from the top of the mountain rustles the forest. And when the flowers scatter, the wind stops and the moon darkens. The swordsman has disappeared without trace, as if his existence was just an illusion. Didn't he say his kindness was kind of like an illusion? Because he's like based on a fictional character. Presumably. Presumably a fictional character. At that instant, I developed the strongest weapon I projected, but it doesn't even serve as a shield. Because you're fighting against Gilgamesh, what do you expect? The Sword of Separation. So that's why they call it in this translation? So you should call it the Sword of Rupture. The mysterious sword cuts through the wind, destroys 6 noble phantasms, and cuts my body apart. It is disappearing. The circuit is disconnected, and total magical energy disappears without a place to go. Damn. I curse my worthlessness. I knew that I'm skilled. I cursed myself for never thinking twice. Why is this all the magic energy I have? Just a bit more. If I could just reach into that darkness a bit more, I could have fought like him. I fall to the ground. I fly through the ground, crush the ground with great force. I don't feel pain from the landing. I don't have such a sense anymore. Even my mind is going blank. Before I die, the only thing filling my head is that surprise that my limbs are still attached.
そこまでか。やはり偽物は偽物だったな。
So, that is all you can manage.
何も救えない。
I guess a fraud is just a fraud. You cannot save anyone. My heartbeat gets weaker. My lungs do not move, rendering me unable to breathe.
これならばアーチャーが残った方が楽しめた。
It would be more fun if I let Archer live.
奴も贋作者だったが、その理念は俗物ではなかったからな。
He was vulgar as well, but his ideal was not vulgar. I cannot say anything, but it seems it's not because my eyes are broken. My organs are just too messed up to function as they should. Maybe it's fortunate. I don't have any sense of pain, so I should be able to die easily.
ああ、そういえば奴も言っていたな。お前の理念は借り物だと。自身から生み出したものが一つとしてない男が何かをなそうなどと。よくも思い上がれたものだ。
Oh, I remember now. Now that I think about it, you said your idea is a borrowed one. How conceit of you. To think that you can manage anything when you have nothing you create yourself. Oof. He stabbed right in the heart. Huh. I can't do that. Even though I might get crazed from pain, I need to regain my consciousness. A deep part of me sees so as it points to that place.
正義の味方？誰も傷つかない世界だと？
A superhero. A world where no one gets hurt.
おかしなことを。誰も傷つかず幸福を保つ世界などない。
Ridiculous. No world can preserve happiness without harming anyone. And presuming because he comes from the Bronze Age, so, you know, that's more potent than anything, honestly.
人間とは犠牲がなくては生を謳歌できぬ獣の名だ。平等という綺麗事は闇を直視できる弱者のざれ事に過ぎん。
Humans cannot live without sacrifices. Peace is a myth created by those who cower in fear of the dark.
雑種。お前の理想とやらは醜さを覆い隠すだけの言い訳に過ぎん。
You lowlife. Your ideal is just an excuse to cover up your ugliness. I raise my arm, which should not be moving. My fallen body, my dying mind. I raise my hand to grab something like I did on that day. I did not know what's funny, but someone's laughing. It seems like everyone in this world is laughing. A fake wish. Our borrowed ideal. Someone scoring me, saying my dream won't come true. Yes, that's exactly right. My wishes are borrowed. I admire the wish of wanting to help because it's beautiful. So there's nothing that came from within me. My body has always been driven by a curse-like obsession of helping others. That's why it's fake. Such a limitation cannot save anything. First of all, I'm not sure what needs to be saved. But I still felt that it's beautiful. It was not born from within me. I saw someone save others and copy that behavior. I was empty back then. Everyone died. I could not save anyone. I could not bear the fear in front of me unless I gave up, saying that humans are weak. That's why I admired the ideal, because it was something I did not have, and its sanctity brought tears to my eyes. Is that wrong? Is it fake if it is not mine? Even if my wish is fake, is it wrong for it to come true? No, I don't think it's wrong. I don't care, even if it's fake. I'll make it come true, even if it's an impossible ideal. Why don't you say it like that? I admire your tenacity. But it is impossible. It isn't. But I do admire you for that part. It's an impossible wish from the start, an unreachable utopia. And even if Shirou is fake, what there has to be true. That's right, I already knew that. I know I can't save everything. I know there's no help without sacrifices. I know that reality is like that because I am an adult. You're more like a teenager than an adult, but I'll let it pass. I know it's only ideal, but I still continue to seek it. It's not the end after someone gets hurt. Even if it's the best possible outcome, as someone get hurt to save others, I still want to pursue a resolution where no one is hurt. There is no justice in this world, and that people die immediately in reality. I don't think such worlds are right. Worlds are right. That's alright. And he reaches this place at the end. What I believe in. What I believe in. He said that they are all fake, but the one who said so follow through on his hypocrisy, and that I can keep going. I don't care if it's fake. First of all, I'm too so mind to worry about such a thing. So he just called himself an idiot. I mean, he is, but damn, I didn't think he would say that out loud. I mean, in his mind. I make up my mind on this hell of swords. That if I could save the world in front of me, I will fight for it. I didn't need to think about it. My world is small. The world is small, so all I ever been able to create. That's right. I am the bone of my sword. Yeah, so I can endure most things. And make sure can keep his dream until the very end. Even if what I seek is nowhere. Oh yeah. So that's it. Here's my body. I move my limbs again as soon as my conscience returns. My body still moves. It's a wonder that I'm still alive, let alone moving after his attack. But I don't care. If I'm alive, there must be a reason why. It's just that I don't know why. Well, that's accurate, I guess. Did you project a shield? I was reluctant to use that sword, but it should have been fatal. You're a very tenacious boy. That's what I said. You're reluctant? Heh. Was there to hold back when you have so many weapons? I came at this one, I catch my breath. I know how to do it now. I should be able to do a backup from Tosaka, or is the casting. Even though I have memorized it, I don't know how fast I can get working on it until I try. That was the sword only a ruler is allowed to use. I showed it to you for the fun of it, but it is not something to be used against a lowlife. Saber is the only one allowed to fight against it. At least he respects Saber in that regard. I will not be able to face Saber if I study one such as you. Numerous noble phantoms appear, but they are all third rate. The difference is obvious after seeing the previous sword. They are not something I can take lightly. They are more than enough to kill me. The difference in our powers is the same. Even though I managed to survive the previous attack, I cannot match that sermon with my projection. Oh, are you done with your copying? So you finally understand that it's useless, huh? Then disappear. I will not even let a piece of your copying brain behind. And all fans are released. There she is. But Shirou! A blue rushing wind repels them. Saber! Gilgamesh jumps back instantly. Even Gilgamesh is cautious against Saber. He wants to avoid hand-to-hand combat with her, as his techniques is inferior. Good. Are you alright, Shirou? Sorry that I'm late. I'll take over now. Please stay away. And he's being a dumbass. Again. But he does have a plan of sorts, so we'll trust him. No, I can manage Gilgamesh by myself. You're the one to go saver. You go and like, what the fuck? Is this guy a dumbass? I mean, he is, so, but he's a dumbass that is quite lovable, and gosh.
何を言うのですシロ。
What are you saying, Shirou?
その体で
You'll
彼
fight
は
in
相
that
手を
state of yours? No.
いえ、そもそも魔術師ではサーバントには太刀打ちで
A
きない
Magus cannot match a
それ
servant
は
in
あ
the
なたも
first
よく知っ
place.
ているでしょう。
You should know that.
けど俺とあいつだけは例外だ。信じろ。
Yeah, but Gilgamesh and I are the exception, trust me. There is a reason why Gilgamesh is the exception. Though we have only got part of it, right? The second one is like... I'll tell you later. One second. Trust me, I would probably be able to beat them. Sarah gasps. Sarah is surprised because she believes in my words.
セイバーは境内の裏に急いでくれ。遠坂が一人で聖杯を止めてる。
Please hurry to the back, Saber. Tusko's stopping the Holy Grail by herself. You're only one who can destroy it. She closes her eyes once, a few seconds, no, not even for a second.
ご武運を。リンは私が必ず。
Good luck. I'll go save Rin.
She says what I want to hear the most and steps away from Gilgamesh. Her silver armor turns away.
セイバー、
Saber, I'll stop you just once.
お前を救うこと
I cannot save you. And I say it. I say it in the place of the one who cared for her. I don't think the Holy Grail is the one you seek. Go, look at it so you won't make a mistake next time.
Shirou.
Sorry, I can't put this into words really well. I guess I wasn't fit to be your master. So, I shouldn't even figure out your true desire.
そんなことは
That's not true.
シロ
You are my master, Shirou.
セイバー、
Saber.
サーバントと
I
して
should go
責任を
fulfill my
果
role
た
as a servant.
し伝えたいことはその後に。
We should talk afterwards.
You won't have a chance. I wonder if this one also gives up on the wish. She runs away without turning back. She's a guy one. It looks like the wind. Sarah has left. She believed in my promise that I would win and want to save Tosuka. Let's start. I have no hesitation now. Left for me is to defeat the enemy in front of me.
正気か貴様。ただ一つの勝機を逃し、あの小娘を助けさせるだと。
Are you mad? Are you letting go your only chance of victory so you can save that girl?
たわけめ。自らを犠牲にする行為など全て偽りに過ぎぬ。それを未だ悟れぬとは筋金の入った偽善者だ。
Idiot, it is a lie to sacrifice yourself. You are a true hypocrite for not being able to realize that.
ああ、それだけは称えてやろう、小僧。
Yes, I shall praise you for that. The no fans are set. There are about 30 of them. If I want to block them, I have to create them.
偽善者か。別にそういうのも悪くない。
Imitations? Faker? Huh. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I'm sure I am a faker. I raise my arm. I close one eye to look inside me.
勘違いし
I had it wrong. My magic isn't crazy source first of all.
ていうのは
I can't do such a skillful thing. That's right. Tosuka said too. I can only use one kind of magic. Strengthening and rejection are just a byproduct of it.
俺にできることはただ一つ。自分の心を
That's right.
形にすることだけだった。
There's only one thing I can do, and that is to put shape to my mind. I grab my right hand and glare at Gilgamesh.
体は剣でできている。
I am the bone of my sword. I cast a spell. Casting is only to change myself. These words are the enemy of Shirou.
そうか。よまいごとはそこまで。
I see. I am done with hearing your nonsense. The new no fans are released. I'll make it. This is when my eyes is open. I pull the shield from the hill. Come with no phantasms. Wait, is that? The swarm swords are better against the shield. The shield is me, myself. My body breaks as each petal of the shield is pierced and damaged.
潮は
Steals my body and fires my blood. There's only one place I need to reach. The flowing power fills me to capacity in an instant. We all know what's going to happen. What caused his shock? There's no fan that cannot penetrate through a single shield, or is magic energy in front of him.
幾度の戦場
I've created over 1,000 blades. Unaware of loss, no aware of gain.
ただの一度の勝負
It breaks. The overflow magic energy cannot be controlled. Energy 10 times the capacity of the circuit breaks, and it's found it trying to escape. I cannot break through. Blood trickles from my mouth. The shield is filled of holes now, even though the no fan did not reach me. My full body is full of holes, but still,
担い手はここ
still paying to create weapons, waiting for one's arrival. The Master rages around, but I don't care. This body is a circuit specialist to use this one magic from the start. Then there should be more. There should be something beyond this if I can't make it with this circuit. I was already there. It's just I can't see it. There's no limitation to this circuit from the start. It was darkness, not a wall that stopped this much energy. The limit is somewhere beyond the darkness. I have no regrets. This is the only path. You know, that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of absolutist. I never like those, that kind of mindset. Magic energy 10 times the capacity of the circuit breaks is found trying to escape, and I use hundreds of circuits to take in 1,000 times the capacity. My whole life was on Little Blade Works. I cast a true name at that instant. Whoa. A full magic circuit! Everything breaks, everything reforms. Fire runs. The fire becomes a wall and creates a border, changing the world. A desolate land remains. A hill of numbers of swords. What does he think of the scenery? The golden sword stands there with a gruesome expression. That's right, I don't create swords. I create a world that contains infinite swords. This only magic allows for Shirou Emiya Shirou, or a desolate land. A graveyard of swords devoid of life. Every sword exists in the world. The swords are reproduced at a glance. This is Emiya Shirou's world. I rarely marvel. It is the greatest forbidden magic that embodies and captures any world. This is a heroic Emiya Shirou's phantasm and the only weapon I possess. Everything's here and nothing is here. That is why it's called Honor and Blade Works. This is only definite answer obtained by the one who lived a world as a sword all his life. My body is made of swords. That quote I just said, I think that comes into play like much later. That this is just part of one conclusion. The other one is like, you'll figure out later. Reality marvel. So this is your ability. I take a step forward. Stuck in the ground are me and swords are flowing behind Gilgamesh. There's no need to be surprised. These are all imitations. As you say, these are trifling swords. I reach out my arm. The swords come out to set me as their user. But there's no rule that imitation cannot defeat the original. If you say you're the original, I shall surpass every one of your weapons and destroy your existence. I move forward. In front of me is a cern with thousands of treasures. Here I come, King of Heroes. Here I come, King of Heroes. Do you have enough weapons in stock? You forgot your place, lowlife. The enemy opens the gate and raises numerous unknown phantasms. well, I'll probably end it here because you know it's going to get too long. So I'll see you next time. I'll make sure to out. Bye.